me what I
2000. When you got in the military?
I wasn't doing it then.
Hello. You hear me?
Yeah.
No. Get off me. Good morning. Good morning. Hello, hello, hello. Hi, Mickey. Good morning. And Jathan, if you're watching too.
Right on.
Good morning, Shakura.
What up, though?
Good morning. Good morning, good morning. Hi, Miss Tony. Good morning, y'all. Good morning, Miss Laura. How are you this morning? Good morning, good morning. What's wrong with him?
All my world, you're with me, better on my name. Can you girl? All I wanna say, you're with me, you better on my day.
Good morning, Jessica. Good morning, Rashida. Good morning, Miss Baker. Good morning, Latonya. Good morning, good
All I
morning.
wanna say, you brighten up my day. All I know, I'm with you. You make me feel so good, through and through. The way you walk,
Go through the whole song.
the way you talk. You always feel so good. You make me forget my thoughts. Do you really love me? So we the only ones know Candy Girl. That's fine. I get it. Doggone 90s babies.
Let me take this Wi-Fi off. Say, hey, Candy Girl, you are my world.
Yep. In Jesus' name. If you don't, yeah, because if you don't say in Jesus' name, the saints are gonna get offended. What is he listening to?
Hey man, this morning, good morning everybody.
What up,
Happy
though?
Thursday.
Straight up, big
welcome
dog.
to the day
Wow,
before
wow, wow,
Friday.
wow.
The day before the last day of the work week.
I know, right?
I know I'm excited. I don't know about you, but I'm excited. But we have a good topic this morning and we think that it's really good. This has been kind of been on both of our minds for a couple of days now. But we want to talk about finding healthy balances in your relationships. Finding healthy balances. Okay, just like in life, you have to find healthy balances. You have to find we work. That's mandatory in order to survive, right? We got to work. But we have seen people that have work, and then things start happening to their body. They start breaking down. They have no social life, So they're one of the things that people suggest for people who work a lot to do is to have vacation time or find times to just relax and let down their hair. So you can't have a life where you're constantly working and not having any downtime because you'll wear yourself out, right?
Work.
Just like so just like that in your life, when it comes to that, when it comes to your relationship, you have to find balances. You guys are always working, always so serious, always, it's bills, kids, cooking, cleaning, all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? And you're always just going and doing for everybody else and doing for your kids and doing for your spouse. But you have to find a healthy balance for yourself, for you and your mate. You know what I'm saying? Yes, y'all work. You go your separate ways in the morning. He go to his job, you go to your job. You get home after work. You're taking care of the kids, and then you go to bed. But you have to have times where you're not anything to anybody else. You know what I'm saying? Like we find times where we're just punking and shony. You know what I'm saying? We may send the kids away, and just have punking and shony time, or we may just pack up and be like, hey, somebody come get these kids. We gotta get away. But as a couple, you have to have times where y'all can just let your hair down and be together. You know, you're not mama, you're not daddy, you're not the chauffeur, you're not the cook, you're not the accountant, you're not the housekeeper. You know what I'm saying? And you have to find those times because your life will be so consumed with your kids and with working that you'll look up and you'll be like, man, we're in our 50s and we have not enjoyed life. You know, you're old and wrinkly, your face all wrinkled, you know, your knees all bad because you just been working, and you don't wore yourself out. You have to find a healthy balance. You know what I'm saying? You have to take time for yourself. And we know that there are people who feel guilty about taking time away from their family. You know what I'm saying? But we have to learn even within ourselves that you need that. I need time away from him sometimes, and he need time away from me, because we will possibly hurt each other if we were just around each other all the time. You know, like I just came back from vacation with my mama. I needed that time because I had to not be mama. I had to not be, you know, who I am on my job, at my workplace. But I needed that time. You know, he went on a cruise with his cousin. He needed time to not be pastor. He needed time to not be daddy, to not be husband, where he can just be Ronnie, because that balances out. You know, it makes you want to keep going. It gives you the strength and the energy. Besides prayer, prayer gives you strength and energy. You know, talking to God, asking him to refresh you, revive you, and restore you. You know, that gives you, you know, some refreshing as well. But you also need those times where you need to just kick back, kick your feet up, and have you a good time. No?
I'm in deep thought.
So,
man, hold up, man. Man, what my girl said was real, man. Don't do the south side right now? Oh, okay. Hey, world. Hey, what I'm starting to understand is it's not bad. Okay, let's do a quick equation real quick. If we're going to be together for life, what is a couple days and we're being apart?
I know, right? Jesus.
Like that I don't think everybody really understand. Well, you know, because some people, man, the Bible always talks about having self-control, and if you feel like being apart from your spouse is gonna make you do something that's gonna taint your marriage,
yes,
then okay, I get it. Yeah, you might need to be around them as much as possible. But for those that are secure, I would get. I don't even know that's a great word, but those that kind of have it solidified, that kind of got it down packed, then you're gonna need those times.
Yes.
I need time to miss her.
Absolutely.
And she needs time to miss me.
Absolutely.
And she's going to get that time real soon. Now you do. You need to find a healthy balance. You got to find. I even go as far as to say you got to find balance even within your home. Because a lot of times, man, yeah, you got to have, you know, your couple's time and all that stuff. But then there are times when you just need a little bit of personal time. I just need to go. Like, there are days when she goes in the front room and she works out.
Yeah.
You know, she'll put her headphones on and work out or whatever.
I know, right?
And so, but it's not bad.
Yeah.
It's not a horrible thing. You know, it's not like she, you know, at another dude house working out. She in her own house. So, you know, go for what you know. But I do think there can be times when another person's presence can be overbearing. And you don't want to ever get to the point to where that person is just like, oh my God.
Yeah. You getting on my nerves.
Yeah, my goodness.
Because it can get that way really easy. You be like, I see you every day, all day. Because at one point we were both working together. You know what I'm saying? And so we would see each other when we wake up in the morning, at work, when we got home from work, and we would go to bed to get together. Yeah. And that was just a whole lot.
Now it's cool. I mean, I'll be honest with you. Now, if I had to do it, I'd rather do it with my wife. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Now that's my truth. But it does get to those points where you just need that break, man. Hey, man, if you are a responsible spouse, parent, or whatever, you deserve a break. Yeah, if you putting in the work,
some dogs that you're responsible for.
Hey, man, you just might need a minute.
She said, as a teacher, it can be hard to not come home and play school with the hubby and children. Balance is vital. People burnout. The people burnout is real. You must take a break.
Absolutely.
Yes,
I mean, like even right now, I was telling my wife, and I told some at the church, man. Like I get to those moments when I go hard. Like I go months, preaching, teaching, studying, and all that stuff, and then I get to those points where I'm burnt out. And it took my pastor to tell me, "Hey, your wife can preach too." Mm-hmm. And I was like, "Yeah, possibly." He's like, "No, she can preach. Go let her, because you'll start burning yourself out." And then a lot of times, for me, you can't find time to do other stuff. Sometimes you get so locked in on doing this thing that you can't find time to do other stuff that's going to be productive. And I also say too, man, you gotta make sure you're secure before you do this. But it's okay for each person to have a social life outside of this. Mm-hmm. Keeping in mind that this is the number one thing. So if you're going to be a part of my social scene or whatever, you got to respect the fact that I'm married. And if I say I'm getting ready to roll, then that's exactly what I mean. I'm getting ready to roll, man. I told my wife or I told my husband I would be home at 9, 10 or whatever, and you don't come in between that. Mm-hmm. So if you're gonna be, if we're gonna be social, because sometimes you need that interaction with your girls, you might need to go out with the fellas or whatever, and that's cool. Yeah, that's cool. But long as y'all got boundaries and a good understanding, and we know just how far to go with it. Mm-hmm. Hey man, I ain't going there. Like I'm not doing that, and I ain't doing that. So if that's where you want to go, then I'm headed back to the house. Yeah. So I mean, but you gotta have a little bit of a social life outside of this, just for sanity's sake, man. Because sometimes, man, I think sometimes being pastors, man, people think we robots. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't never have bad days. They ain't never upset. They love. Nah, sometimes, man, I just gotta get away, man. That's just the truth. For your sake. In order to be able to preach, I'm like, man, I need a minute.
But I like what you said earlier. You were saying that how, I'll go in the front room, even in the house. Yeah. Because sometimes you just don't have maybe the finances or the time to get away and go somewhere. So everybody needs a place in their house. Well, okay, if mommy or daddy, go into this place, you know what I'm saying? You don't bother them. Yeah. I was watching Ellen while I was at work yesterday. I had my iPad. And I just let YouTube videos play. And it goes between The Real and Ellen DeGeneres. I love their shows. But she had a mom of quadruplets on there. She had 2-year-old quadruplets, and she did a video while she was in the pantry, and she was hiding from the kids. That was her spot. She would go in the pantry and she did a video, and then she put the video down. She put the camera down at the bottom of the door, and one of the 2-year-olds was had her face underneath the door, talking about hello, Yeah. But that was her spot in her home. Like you have to have that spot in your home. She has 4 2-year-olds. She doesn't have the time to just get away, because nobody gonna really watch 4 2-year-olds all the time. Whenever you need to.
They get to be a bit draining. Now, can I say this just to be responsible with the topic? Now, we said you got to find a healthy balance. Mm-hmm. Your healthy balance does not include absolute quitting. We've seen way too many relationships where if I just need a break,
and then come back
when you come back on the clock. It's been some years and you still ain't on the clock. What's going on? Yeah. When we say healthy balance, we absolutely mean a healthy balance. That means I have break time and I have times when I got to get back on the clock. And then there are times when I have to be on the clock even when I feel like having break time. Yeah. But if I do it right, if I balance it right, it eventually works itself out. I've never worked a job in my life, and it's just the God honest truth. I never worked a job in my life where I worked the full time I was at the job. That's the truth. In an 8-hour day, I didn't work the full 8 hours. Now, there are some jobs that do require that. I've just been blessed enough not to have to get those jobs.
I have to do that. Rashida, I'm going to have to do that. She said, I was able to fix my schedule at work so that once a week I'm home alone. Those 8 or 9 hours does wonders.
It really do.
It does.
It do. I remember when we were working together, we would schedule it where we got home at least 2 hours before the kids got home. And come home and take a nap. It wasn't no hanky panky. We were like, man, let's charge this battery before the children get home. Lord have mercy, because hey man, kids take a lot out of you, man. Being married, all this stuff is work, man. We was talking about that last night, man. All this stuff is work. And if you don't find the balance in between it, because the thing about it is you are a limited commodity. There's only one you. You're a limited resource. However, and when you commit yourself to doing something, people need to hold you.
Absolutely.
So if that is the case, then you have to find that balance where you can have your downtime, and then that way, when you do commit yourself to something, or when you do get back in the game, they get all of you. Absolutely. They don't get the frustrated,
you cursing everybody out.
Yeah, you have
get out my face.
You have brown on the ground meat. You still got the little red ones in there because you tired. Hey man, this meat ain't brown all the way. What you? I'm not eating this hamburger. No, I'm not finna get salmonella because you sleeping.
Yeah.
No,
but
get up.
You have to find that balance, because you have to refresh yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Like, if you constantly think one way all the time, you know what I'm saying? You constantly in mom mode.
Yeah,
you're constantly
absolutely.
in work mode. You're constantly in wife mode.
Straight
you know
up.
what I'm saying? You're gonna wear yourself out, and then you're gonna find yourself alone, because if you stay in constant mom mode, nobody gonna want to be around you, because you always in mom mode. Now you're trying to mom everybody.
And if everybody's always just getting if everybody's always just getting a piece of you,
yes,
that gets to be old too.
And that's not fair.
Yeah, the pieces that you can give because you spread yourself too thin.
Yes.
I would strongly recommend, if you, I just got through preaching a sermon about that, in the whole I command you to grow. And sometimes you can spread yourself so thin that is, well, get it.
But you can spread yourself so thin to where, you know, you're not giving your best to everyone that deserves their best, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. Because I mean, we have kids. Here's the facts about our kids. They did not choose to come here.
No.
They did not have a choice in the matter.
Yeah.
You know, we
did what we did.
We was having fun.
Produced them kids.
You know, we was, you know what I'm saying, man, you know what I'm saying. Man, hold up, man. We was doing, man, hold up. You know what I'm saying. But in a nutshell, nah, you did what you did. They here.
Yeah.
So. I said this before, and a lot of people heard me say that you cannot take on the responsibility of even any living thing and not have to alter your life in some kind of way. You can't get a plant and expect the plant to live without you giving some of yourself to that plant. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So you can't take on the responsibility of no kind of living thing without. So if you just want to be yourself, be to yourself, or be by yourself, or whatever, don't get married. Don't have kids. Go ahead and get yourself, you know, medically, surgically repaired or fixed. That way you ain't got that to worry about, and you can always be, you know, to yourself. But if that ain't the case for you, then, hey man, find your balance. Find what works for you. Find that time. You learn early when you got kids. A lot of times when they go to sleep, you got to hurry up and go to sleep too. Especially when they babies.
At the crack of dawn.
Man, I remember one time, man, my daughter, one night when she had came home from the hospital, she was just born, and she would not go to sleep. She was crying. I mean, she was just upset. And so my wife, you know, she fed her, she changed her, and all that stuff, and she had to go to work earlier than I did. So I was like, man, we got to do something. I was like, okay, you know what, babe? I'm going to go ahead and take her in the room, and you go ahead and get you some sleep. So I'm rocking, and I'm watching, I'm rocking, and she ain't feeling it. And so I said, man, let me go grab this girl a pacifier. Maybe that'll work. But I laid her on the floor. When I came back in the room, she was asleep. I lay right next to her on the floor. When she woke up that morning, we were both
on the floor.
Yeah, you do what you got to do, man. You got to find your balance. Whatever your balance is, find that. Do what works for you, your family, your tribe, your kinsmen, and make that work, man.
Yeah, but even in, like, not even just in parenting, you know what I'm saying? You have to find a healthy balance. You can't just always be spanking your kids. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes they just
Absolutely,
need to
yeah.
be talked to. You know,
Sometimes.
they want to be heard. You know, and
Sometimes I am still actively finding the balance when it comes to that area. No, I mean, because, hey, man, I really believe, seriously, if you're spiritually connected, man, Holy Spirit will let you know,
Absolutely.
right
is
now,
what's
this
needed.
ain't a whooping time. Right now, you need to go take them to McDonald's. I ain't not taking them to no McDonald's. Need just
You got to get out your anger.
You got to get out yourself
And
for
your
a second.
frustration.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Take them out and go talk to them and explain to them. Now, here's the deal. In the perfect world, you explain it to your children one time, they'll get it, and you'll never have to say it again. Unfortunately, we have not found such world. We have not found that world.
We do not
if
reside there.
anybody finds it, inbox us immediately. We will pack up all we have today and get them. So if you have to find that time, because there comes a point, and especially now with us having my son's a teenager, a freshman in high school, and I don't do the whooping thing with him. Definitely not as much as I used to, because he has to be a man that can receive instructions, comprehend it, and follow it through. Mm-hmm. And that's where we're at in our parenting, and with me being his father and being a man, I understand that's what it takes. But I'll say this too, because we was talking about this last night, man. My cousin, man, she broke some stuff down to me that really made a lot of sense to me. And I want to share it with y'all this morning. And I know we kind of off topic when they talk about finding a healthy balance, but it is finding a healthy balance, because there should be an end result to the healthy balance that you find. Yes. And so she was telling me about her oldest son, and her oldest son is off in college right now, and something happened with his track team, his scholarship or whatever. And long story short, he called home and told his mom, and she was like, "Well, you want me to call up there and, talk to the coach or whatever?" And he was like, "No, Mom, you don't have to fight my battles for me all the time." And she said it made her cry, but it made her happy at the same time. Yeah. Because one of the things the way she broke it down to me was, she was like, a lot of times when you're raising your kids and your kids are in the house and you're trying to teach them, show them, and you're chastising them, and you're doing everything you can because you need to get this right. You need to understand that this is how it goes, and this, that, and third. And the thing that she brought to my attention was, as long as they're under the covering, they don't need the tools. Yeah. Only time you really go to the tool bag is when you need the tools. You just got to make sure all the tools are already there. That way when you go reach for the tool, it's there. Yeah. So while the kids are in the house, it don't seem like they getting everything that you're trying to tell them. They don't understand everything that or they just willfully not doing whatever it is that you tell them to do. She said it was not until my kids left the house when I realized that we did a pretty good job. Because now they're starting to apply the stuff that they learn, and now they get it. Yeah. When they faced obstacles and stuff like that, they know what to do. They didn't have to know what to do while they was in the house because you had it. Yeah. And that, like I said, I was sitting here, I was crying. I was like, man, because sometimes your kids make you think you're doing a horrible job.
They will.
You'll be like, Lord, did I say this wrong? Because now I bet my son get tired of me saying, "Are you sure you understand, son? Are you sure you get it? Wash your face." That means take a towel, put water on it, wring it out. Wash. Are you sure you get it, son? Oh, Lord, this boy don't know how to wash his face. It'll do it, man. But, hey, man, I thank you. I know she ain't watching this morning, but the Time of Chocolate, you know who you are. Love you. Appreciate that, man. You blessed my life with that one. But find a healthy balance, people.
Yes, indeed.
Find a healthy
balance.
It's
a must.
It ain't debatable. Out. Yeah, it ain't up for debate.
Kill yourself early. Something. It's just not going to be right. You
Absolutely.
have to find that healthy balance.
You got to find it. It's not optional. It's not up for debate. Find it. Whatever works for you guys. Mm-hmm. Whatever works for your marriage. Whatever works for your relationship. Whatever the healthy balance is for y'all. And the reason why we're saying it is because a lot of times you'll try to find somebody else's healthy balance and it don't work for y'all.
Yeah.
Find what works for y'all. It only happens through conversation, lots of honest conversation, honest dialogue, honest back and forth. It only comes through that. If you're not willing to be honest, man, you'll never get to what we're talking about right now as far as finding a healthy balance. So whatever the balance is, make sure both people are equal partners in the balance. It can't be one-sided. In Jesus' name. See, you made me look at you not because you're not a healthy. We don't have healthy balance, because I'm looking at here and you looking at me weird.
I was just looking. I was letting you finish.
I'm fine.
So silly.
I get it. Look on, girl.
But find that healthy balance. Whatever it is for you guys, like he said, whatever it is for you guys.
Whatever works for you.
You know what I'm saying? Don't worry about what nobody else think or what nobody else say about your relationship,
Absolutely.
your household.
Yeah.
Because y'all know what works for y'all. So
Whatever
find that
works for
balance.
you.
Do that. Stick to it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Do your part. Don't ever make the balance thing one-sided. This is not a seesaw. You good? It's not that. Well, actually, it can kind of be.
You up?
I'm up. You down? We up. You know what I'm saying? But at some point, we got to be up together. So that's why I say it ain't a seesaw.
No, it's not. 'Cause you can't be. That's.
Yeah, that get to be a bit much, man. That's unstable. It's not balanced. It's never working itself out. So, man, what Linda said?
Good morning, y'all. I love y'all. Continue to make a difference in people's lives. Y'all are so positive, and I enjoy every moment.
Word up. All right, that Linda. Well, it ain't Nash no more. It's Miles. Good morning, Miss Miles. That's the OG big homie, man. From 4th Wing at Pineville. You know what I'm talking about? Hold up, man.
There you go. That's
I'm
that
sorry.
unhealthy. That unhealthy balance. There you go, right
Sorry,
there.
hey.
That's unhealthy. No.
Nah, because I just know a lot of people that talk like that. And so I don't be wanting to feel left out. So they be like, man, Pastor, you real for what you be saying, man. That boy God, man, done kept me out a lot of stuff, man. I be like, man, you real for that, man. Keep riding with that boy, man.
And you said, that's right. I took off today because my daughter isn't feeling well, but I needed this for a nap.
Absolutely.
Make that nap the best nap ever.
Give her what we call preventive NyQuil.
We don't call it. He calls that.
It's preventive. I hear a cough rising up in you,
I don't agree
son.
with that.
And because I don't want this cough to spread, I'm going to give you this NyQuil. I know it's daytime, son, but take the NyQuil.
See, that's our healthy balance because he'll be like, and I'm like, no.
Take the NyQuil, son. And as soon as they tap out, you find you somewhere and tap out with them. Both of y'all drunk on NyQuil.
Mucinex. But you have to find a healthy balance.
Balance, people.
Laugh. Okay, I'm going to say this. Laugh more than y'all argue. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely, man. It's got to be that.
Laugh. Let laughter be in your home. Our kids get tired of hearing us laughing. And they become running down the hallway talking about, what y'all laughing at?
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
Y'all.
Go to your room.
Y'all.
But y'all have to find laughter. Let laughter be a part of your everyday routine.
Straight
Find
up.
something, you know what I'm saying? Because stresses are everywhere.
It is, man.
Stresses are everywhere.
And
Find
it can
something
easily
to
be
laugh
found.
about.
You can
Man.
always find stress.
You can always find stress.
You can
but
always
you need
find
to
it.
find you some laughter because you're going to stress yourself out. You're gonna give yourself a stroke. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man, I ain't
So
found nothing.
laugh.
I ain't found nothing yet worthy of making me stroke out.
Heart attack.
I ain't with it.
Something. Just
I
you
ain't
gotta
with
laugh. Laughter is good medicine.
It
You know what
is.
I'm saying? So laugh at each other, laugh at yourself, laugh at your kids. Find something funny on the internet to laugh at, but you have to laugh.
Just
It's a must.
Hey, every time, man, people at the
Must.
church know it, and when I start getting to them points where I'm having like what some people might call writer's block, I'm trying to put something together, and it ain't quite coming together. The best of Martin, Jerome. I laugh like I ain't never seen it before. But Jerome is just something about Jerome that had me rolling, man. And after I finish laughing, I'll be good. I'm ready to roll. Let's ride. But you got to find something to laugh. Find that balance, man. Everything can't be serious. Hey, man, we love y'all. We appreciate y'all. We got a lot to do this morning, man. We got some responsibilities, some obligations,
Absolutely.
things that we got to get done. So let's go ahead and pray real quick. Father, thank you so much for who you are and everything that you do in our lives. Thank you, God, for finding a balance. And your word declares that if any man lacks wisdom, let him ask you,
Yes.
for you give it to us liberally. And I thank you right now that your wisdom is flowing in every marriage and every couple and every relationship. Those that are even waiting right now, Father, that you're giving them balance even right now in
Yes,
their lives.
God.
We thank you for what you're doing in
Thank
this
you,
beautiful
Lord.
day that you've given us. Get the best out of this day. Get the best
Yes,
out of us,
Lord.
God. We allow you that access into our lives, and we give you all the praise, honor, and glory. In Jesus' name,
Jesus' name.
Amen.
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 Can you
To the man.
You watch Jerome too, can you?
You got to, man. Hey, man. Jerome will get you in the right headspace, man. Straight up, man.
So at any point today,
oh.
I challenge y'all, if at any time today you find yourself getting stressed out, you find yourself frustrated, find something to laugh at. Think about something that made you laugh in the past and laugh at that, but you have to laugh. Find a reason to laugh and lighten your own mode. You know what I'm saying? Because only you control you. You know, only you control you. So don't allow people to stress you out and you be frustrated all the time. Laugh like it ain't nobody's business. I don't care who watching. Laugh. So we love y'all. Y'all have a great day on purpose and in purpose. And remember, I love you as only Pastor L can.
Hashtag it's bigger than me. Hashtag I'm an impactor. Hashtag moving forward. Hashtag no rearview mirrors. Hashtag this. Worth fighting for. And the biggest hashtag of them all, you wonderfully wonderful, beautiful people. Don't just live. Make an impact. Amen.
Make it a great nap, Ms. Baker. Make
Absolutely.
It a great nap.
Hey, man, y'all keep sharing too, man. We appreciate y'all so much for all the shares that we've been getting these last couple days. Keep it going. Keep it going. You know, the goal every day is 10, man. So share it with somebody, man. Those couples that you know, all they miss. We just got to find balance. There's nothing wrong with us. Nothing wrong with our marriage. We just got to find balance. And that's the biggest thing. So share it with somebody. What you say?
She said Bobby is taking over.
Man, just out the way from Stank City. Feel it, man. Boy, you know your city got to smell bad if it's known as Stank City. Mr. Teller.
I don't have nothing to do with that. I'm just saying. Or if you're still on here, I don't have nothing to do with that.
Stank City.
We love y'all.
Love y'all so much,
please
man.
Share if you haven't liked
Trees,
our page.
what up, big dog?
If you haven't liked the Marriage Builders with a Z, please go ahead and like our page.
Man, do that, man.
Share this video with those that you know and love, and
man, do
just
that,
want to help them find that healthy balance. And what you've been saying to them ain't been working.
Man, do
Maybe
that.
they'll listen to us and be like, you know